Hey, how you doing? I believe all those images here at the beginning of this are probably the same object. And let me show you a couple more of it. You can see how it's changing shape as it goes. It's just pretty incredible. If you ask me, these things that get out there and zip around like this. And this particular photograph here looks like it's got some kind of ribs or a physical structure to it, but I wouldn't swear to it. Watching these things spin around like that, I mean, you can't actually see them when they're doing this, except for after you've taken the photographs and you bring them in and put them on the computer. And let me give you another example of what I'm talking about here. Got a infrared video here to show you that I couldn't really see it at the time, exactly everything it was doing, because the images on the viewfinder and the infrared are kind of small. I knew it was something, and I should have taken more pictures of it, but I didn't. I mean, look at this thing. It's just sitting there, undulating, light, and how in the world it's doing that, I don't know. Pretty incredible if you ask me. I mean, that's certainly not an airplane, at least in my opinion anyway. Now, this is an image of it. Now I've got a couple more here. In this one here, I'll refer to this area right here that I'll show you again later. Now I don't know if this thing was turned upside down or downside up or exactly what it was doing, but it appears to me you can see the louvers on it. Now these may have been on the bottom, causing that flare to appear in that in the infrared. This section right here, I'll show you on some later photographs. I believe it may be the same object. And this is the third photograph I have of that one that was on the infrared. And you can see it's completely changed its frequency. And it's just gone all orange or red, whatever you want to call it. And it's moving at the same time out of position. That was pretty neat. Now this one here, these next series of photographs, I believe they're all the same object too. But they're certainly going through some different configurations as they're going along. I mean, I believe this is the object right here, and it's kind of toned down a little bit, and then it starts to flare up again right through here, toned down, and then it flares up again a little bit. So what they are, exactly what they're doing, I'm not sure, but they're thoroughly capable of putting on some kind of a light show, that's for sure. And you can see this kind of sandwich look to it here, like a shell on the bottom and a shell on the top with plasma in the middle, and it shuts off, winds down this way, and then flares up again. Now, whether or not this is the one that was on the infrared earlier, I honestly don't know. Now this series here, these are all, I believe, of course, the same one, because they were taken rather close together, the images were. And you can see how far apart it's spaced there and how close it is here. Both of these, well, all these photographs are 1 second. So it's flashing on and back off at a variance of time frames, and it's changing colors, as you can see there, as it goes. And this one here, you can see where it's kind of gone from this position here, and then it's turned to this position here, kind of from about a 4 or 5 o'clock to a 9 o'clock position, whatever that is. So it's kind of spinning and tumbling as it's going. Now this image here, I'm gonna enlarge the right hand image first, and then I'll do the left hand image. And I want to show you something here. This is what I was talking about earlier in that one image that was taken of that infrared object. You see these little sections right here? Of course, I have no idea what they are, but they appear in that other image that I took earlier. See them right there? I mean, I don't know if they're the same or not, but they look similar to me. So I don't know if it's the same object or not, actually. And then this is the image that was on the left in that last photograph there. So they're pretty intriguing, whatever they are. I mean, again, like I've said before, they seem to have an outside shell on them that runs around here like this, like louvers. And then this inside area right here. I mean, I wouldn't say they're black holes or anything, but you know, my understanding would be more like a vortex generator or a plasma generator of some kind. How they're doing this or why they're doing it, I honestly don't know, but they sure do make for some interesting images. Anyway, thanks for watching my videos, and I appreciate it if you sub to the channel, and be sure and take care out there no matter what you're doing. Thanks again for watching. Appreciate it.